What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? So it's gonna be my first Neverwinter video. Just nerfed the Band of Air, unfortunately. I was actually gonna come out with a video on how to proc it really well with the Hunter Ranger, but of course that doesn't work anymore. There's so this is my new build. Pretty much got everything the best I could possibly get it. The only thing I will say before I start this is if you have the Neverwinter Knight, I suggest putting it here for the Wolfgars, and then putting a power and combat advantage mount or companion up here, because the throwaway stat here would be accuracy, and that would be the only way that you can possibly make this build better. I can see for right now. I'm sure someone else has something else they could say about it. But yeah, so I'll get started. So get this by killing the dragons. This is the dragon gear. It's probably not going to be best in slot anymore. Maybe some of it will be. I'm not too sure. I know that there is some pretty good rings coming out, so I actually don't think these rings are going to be best in slot anymore. Maybe the Red Eyes Glare, but the item level is going to be lower than I think the other rings are like 2,000. Demogorgon probably still going to be best in slot. But at least until the mod comes out, this is what I'm going to be running. Wrist guards you get from the Vault of the 9 Stars, along with the Wasteland Wanderers. You get them for the Vault of the 9 Stars. The first mini boss can drop them. Well, and honestly, any of the bosses can drop them. But if you just farm the first mini boss, you can get them. This is a Lionheart set. My personal opinion, this is probably second best. In order to get first best, you would have to run Cock and get, where is it? Get this set right here. This set would be really good for the Hunter Rangers, just because you can keep this up the entire time, and you would be getting a solid amount of recharge speed and action point game. But yeah, I use the Lionheart set for now. Another good set is the Mirage set, if you're being selfish for damage. But the Feywood set and any sort of like Stronghold set is a good set, especially if everyone else is running Stronghold sets. Shirt you should get. I don't really remember where I got this from. I'm sure if you really want to know, you can just look it up. But actually, you can buy this shirt from the Dragon store. The store with the dragon stuff on it. Hold on. I'll show you where that's at. I'm having a brain. It's late. I'm tired. Making this video after work, so my brain's kind of fried. Okay, campaign. I think you can get. Can you get this shirt from here? No, you can get it from there. You know what? You should tell me where to get it from here. Okay. There you go. There you go. This is the shirt right here. Drops from the Dragonbone Veil bosses. So there you go for that. But that's definitely the best shirt, because there's no other shirt that gives you 5% combat advantage. And in my personal opinion, combat advantage is the hardest stat to get, at least to max out for a hunter. I'm actually a GIF. I don't think the Dragonborn is going to be the best, just because I said you can get the most out of your stats, even though you're losing 1% because the Dragonborn gives you 6%. You get the most out of your stats with the 5% combat advantage, just because it's such a hard stat to fill. And I pretty much perfectly fill it here with this build. Let's see. Pants. Get these from doing dragons as well. Best pants for sure. Let's see what else we got. The ring. Get these from the dragons as well. 7% crit severity. I would say this is probably the most important ring. You could switch this other ring out for other stuff. I will say though that I know some people are going to be running this ring right here, the Might Breaker Ring of Clarity. This ring does not work. I use this ring and I tested it, and along with a couple other guys in my guild, and the ring actually gives negative damage. Like, it gives you less damage than you would get without it. So just so everyone knows, this ring is busted, completely busted. I got, for my reinforcement kits on all my armor, I have crit strike, and then for this ring, combat advantage, and combat advantage. Yep, and you can't put anything on the shirt and pants yet. And then obviously Rage of Flames, Devil Precision. You switch them out for whatever mini boss you're gonna run. I don't run any artifact sets because I see that my numbers are better and I'm getting more damage out of just the item level than I would like for say the journals. Another thing you can run is the Heart of the Red Dragon for that 10% cooldown. That's exactly 1% for the hunters. But our cooldowns are pretty quick and aim shot hits really fucking hard. So I just don't see I'm gonna lose damage by doing this just for that 1 second. I just don't think it's worth it. And what else we got? Powers. This is my powers for single target. I'll show AOE as well. Here, I'll show AOE next, actually. And then the boons I'm running. I have no PvP boons. I don't have the best companion gear, but I do have some decent stuff. And there's going to be newer stuff coming out that you could replace it with. But if you could get all 1400 item level companion gear, that's probably the best. But I have a 1250 in there because I can't seem to get another one. And these are the companions I'm running for single target. The mount, tunnel vision. And then this is the set bonuses I'm using. Anything after 3, you don't get anything. So I got 3 of the Gladiator Goal and 2 of the Assassin's Covenant. Kind of maxed out my build and then I bought the mythic ones because if you get the mythic ones before, you kind of don't really know what you need. I feel like these are like kind of fillers. Took me a while to get most of these leveled up. I bought a few of them. Finally got 1 of these rings to mythic and working on the second one. The only bad thing about upgrading these rings is you do lose 500 stats, but I mean your damage is going to go up because your item level is going to go up. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty much it for my single target. I could show my rotation real fast. Usually I just, in between each encounter, I'll do a aim shot. And I'll keep switching back and forth. Just to get that replenish on that boon. On this feat, because obviously this feat, every time you switch stances, you get 15% bonus damage, but it decreases every second. And these are the boons I run. Yeah, so that is my single target build. I don't think I missed anything. And here's my AOE build. I don't know if anyone's going to be running the same AOE build as me. Just got to have like a few things that are different. Actually, let me show you my stats real quick for single target. 1 second. Okay. So 90, 89, 89. I mean, this is what my stats look like. I mean, these are pretty damn close to maxed out. This crit goes up to 88. It's just this helmet, unless you're attacking, it goes down. 89, 89. I mean, these are pretty close to perfect. Accuracy is sitting at 78, and these are the pots that I use actually. Squash soup, crit chance, and potency. So that's the Sunlord's Gift Elixir, the Holy Flask ring 3, and the squash soup. And yeah, that is my single target. My accuracy is usually at 75. I might have sorry, yeah. Usually my accuracy sits around 75. I don't know what's spiking it right now. That's pretty much what they're setting at right here. Okay, now to the AOE. And I mean, feel free to mess around or, in the comments, just like give your own advice or how you feel like you would build this. I've tried a lot of different things. I feel like I'm getting the most for what I am. And none of my stats are really going over, minus, crit severity. I can't really help that because this ring has so much. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty much maxing it out here. Okay, so AOE. The only thing that's really changing is the hat. You get the hat from, I believe, the Vault of Stars as well. 7.5 accuracy in AOE. I would say accuracy over combat advantage in AOE in a sense, but you still want your combat advantage to be high. I honestly, my diminishing stat in AOE is going to be crit strike, even though my crit strike is still going to be pretty high. But I'll show you that soon. But yeah, this is the only thing that's changing for this build. All this is still the same. Besides, I just run the Dragon Bone. And then powers. So what's different for me is obviously plant growth. Everyone runs that. I do seismic shot. This kind of hits a little bit. And the reason I use it is because with this feat right here is actually glitched. You get an extra 3 ticks with your roots when you have this feat on. Plus, you get the 1% action. I mean, I get my daily back really fast. So let me show you. Usually, you get 6 ticks. Look how many ticks I get right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 ticks compared to single target where I don't have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, FYI, this definitely is going to be really good for AOE because the longer the things stay alive, the more ticks you're going to do on them, and it's just consistent damage that you're not going to have to worry about doing. I definitely have noticed a damage difference since I put this on my AOE class rather than this, which only targets one target. So. And yeah, so these are what I run for my AOE build, and this is the one difference, along with obviously the hat, which I think some people run that as well. These are my boons. I mean, this is my companions. I wouldn't change anything for this. Like I said, if you have the Neverwinter Night, obviously you change some stuff around. I mean, combat advantage, like I said, isn't that important for AOE. So maybe if you're running AOE, get rid of the golden cat and put combat advantage, or put Neverwinter Night there. Because accuracy, you definitely want that capped out, which mine is capped out. I would definitely keep power. Yeah, but it's just my opinion. You can always change it or do what you want. I mean, you could even get rid of some. You could probably even get rid of this, if I'm being honest, and then just change this to accuracy and whatever. But yeah, so this is what I'm running. Obviously, if the Neverwinter Night was in here, you would change some stuff around because Neverwinter Night is probably the best companion you could put on. Same exact stuff for that I have for single target. This is my ability score. I'll show you my ability score for this one too. It's the same ability score for both. Okay, and then I'll show you my stats. These are my stats. Obviously, combat advantage is going to go up 5 more. So, I mean, this is pretty maxed out for stats. Like I said, if you have the Neverwinter Night, some of these stats are going to go down. I would suggest if you're going to bring down stats, probably combat advantage and crit strike if you can. Even though crit strike's already a little low. But, I mean, I feel like you could rock 80% crit strike on this build if you had to, and it would be fine. But it's just me. So, yeah, and I actually have a combat log that I recently ran. This is like up to the first mini boss and 1 RC. So total damage, that's pretty good. And the RC was Ravenloft, so Thorned Roots with since I've changed that feat, my Thorned Roots have went from like right below aim shot to I mean like 8 mil above, you know. So that's a pretty big difference in damage for AOE stuff, for sure. Because I mean, aim shot's putting out 42 mil. The thing just hits hard. Hindering strike. Obviously, in RC you can't get buffed up, so my tunnel vision wasn't hitting as hard. But I mean, look at it's still hitting 3 mil. My slasher's mark is still hitting 3 mil. Oh yeah, if you're not running slasher's mark in single target, I don't know why you're not. Because I see some people they run this. They run disruptive shot. This disruptive shot does not. I hit 4 mil ish when I'm buffed up with the slasher's mark, and then I get 10% increased damage on some of my strongest moves, like gushing wound, hindering shot, or I mean, hindering strike. Like these are all strong moves. 520, 400 with the dots. I mean, I don't know why people are not running this, but yeah, Demogorgon, obviously that doesn't do much damage. And then down here you can see plant growth. Nah, I mean, plant growth kind of just doesn't really hit that hard anymore. I wish there was a better AoE, but it really isn't. I'd say the only thing that makes plant growth good right now is how like the big of range it is, and the fact that what is it? Where is it? Cordon of Arrows actually puts down Thorned Roots. So, just so you know, I mean, use it as much as you can in AoE because it puts down Thorned Roots, and Thorned Roots, they do a lot of damage. And as you can see, my hardest hitting Thorned Root was 323. 1,262 hits of Thorned Roots. You know? I mean, I'm critting pretty much all the time. What's this? That doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm critting pretty much all the time. And most of this is unbuffed up too because I was running RC. So that is my build. If you have any questions about it, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to be posting more Hunter Ranger videos. Just recently coming back to the game, so I used to love this game a lot. I mean, that's pretty much all I got. I do kind of have a combat build. It's pretty good. My at-wills are hitting for over 130k. So if anyone wants to see that, please let me know. I'll make a video of a combat AoE build. Maybe even a single target build if I can figure it out. But it just depends if people want to see it. So thanks you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.